needs to adjust this time.
Yes, definitely.
Because that was one of the best drafts I've ever seen so far in the qualifiers for VisMin. It's probably the most well-rounded team composition that we've seen
Everything
so
was
far.
giving something for the team.
Exactly.
It was really good. Anti-Pro's team composition was really good. Okay, now we're inside.
Exactly.
Oh, now
They still
they
have
still
Kazakhs.
ban the Kazakhs.
That's really good actually because Aliasayon needs to be pushed off of these early game aggressive jumpers to stop like and get leads. But now INHS answering
Oh,
with
they're
the
on the
rise.
right. If I saw a Rise as strong as that early, I would definitely, even I will definitely ban that Rise.
And as we were talking about, like Rise is one of the most flexible champions, one of the most
Are you
broken champions.
certain?
If you keep watching MSI, everybody it's pick or ban. If you don't pick this champion, just ban it because legit one of the 5 most broken champions right now.
Really tanky,
In
and
competitive
he
play.
dish out so much AoE damage, and he just rips teams apart.
And it's good that Anti-Pro is still banning the Lee Sin and the Cossacks as well, which cuts off Lee Sayo's aggressive junglers. I think they should go with something more traditional and more his style. They should go with the Rengar pick, the Sin Shaos, or the Graves. I think the Graves would be good, but it's not really that legit right now considering
Excuse me.
the nerfs before. So I think the Sin Shao and Olaf or in something more aggressive.
Something more aggressive
That
indeed.
would
That
be-
can turn the tables early game.
Exactly. As for only the bomb, yeah, of course, it's definitely one of the most contested picks.
A good pick. Always a good support. Go to support.
Morgana's still up, so
Yes.
it's a switch of the jump supports right now for both teams. It's actually INHS who
yeah,
picks
I
up the support right now, the Morgana right now. So they switch supports, and it would be legit if they switch
This
picks.
ADs.
But the Rise is bad, so he can't really do that. You know? But to pick the Kaisa is actually up, and now they're gonna pick the most safe pick for Danny. So I'm really looking forward to INHS winning the bottom side of the map right now because this is
Let's see.
probably his launcher for Danny. It's his best pick, so we'll see how well he plays with this champion because I think it was kind of sad how he played the first game. I mean, he played really well with Saya.
But apparently, facing up against a powerful Ezreal like that.
Yeah, but I've never seen this guy who's really hard with Kaisa, so I think that's a good adjustment for Danny. And now we see
Hecarim.
that Hecarim.
We were talking about Hecarim earlier.
This is a flex pick. This could go top or jungle. And so far, I'm really liking Anti-Pro's draft right now, even if it's just 2 picks.
They're going again for that
My goodness,
team fight.
they even picked the Nico. Right now, Anti-Pro is just absolutely prepared with the drafts. They're picking one of the best picks right now, and these are one of if you're following MSI, like if you legit watch every single game, Nico is also one of the best picks as well. You could play her AD or AD, and the way she just plays it out is oh boy.
Master
Oh,
Yi!
that's a Master Yi! Oh, man.
I thought they were
Don't
gonna
play
go
with
for
my
it.
heartstrings like that, dude. What? That would have been so legit. But Leo's playing with Rek'Sai, so this is one of his best picks and one of his most aggressive picks. You see usually level 3 gets from this guy, and he's really gonna push.
It's somewhat indeed a bit of a change. Swap
Swap of picks, yeah. So we do see the Ezreal ban right now, which was played really well.
Of course, you do not want to see that Ezreal again.
But surprisingly, the Jace also wasn't picked on the first base. I'm quite surprised with that because the Jace
Usually, Jace is a go-to pick for top, or a flex,
for
a good
mid,
to
yeah, it's very
flex
strong
pick.
pick right now. If you want to play like legit strong early game and split pushing, Jace is a good pick for that. Like he's legit.
I
A
agree
good
because
overall
of the
champion.
range as well.
But anyways, we also see the Kassadin ban, which
I'm
I'm not
absolutely
really a fan of, but
livid.
maybe there's something about like Dragon who could play the Kassadin. Maybe they were doing their research. I wasn't able to check on this. So yeah, the Kassadin gets banned, and of course we have the Vladimir, which is one of the most difficult champions to play against when you're not playing competitive playing because it's really hard to counter this guy if you don't know how to play
counter.
against him. Yeah.
No, indeed, it was a.
Picks right now from the other team goes to IHS right now. It's like they're swapping sides.
They're going now. They're actually going for that good team composition as well.
Exactly. And It's legit like a team
Ooh,
fighting, but the
cannon.
cannon top is actually a good counter to Mount. Like you could just farm it out with the Kleptomancy procs, but
Apparently it was swapped by Orn.
I think the cannon would have been a better pick to be honest.
I haven't seen Orn in such a long time, to be honest. Oh,
I think Orn could be a good fit, you know, like with the drafts. And of course, here comes the Aatrox. This is legit another good team composition for Anti-Pro. The CU is really prepared right now with the drafts. Like they really did their research and they're doing so well with the drafts.
so Nico would be.
Yeah, it's ADC Nico.
Oh.
And you see,
Your face is like what's happening right here?
yeah, it's an interesting draft right now, but you see the last pick. This was actually played by Caps into the what do you call it? Oh,
The AD carry Nico.
Alexis played into the Zoe by one of the pro teams in MSI, but I'm not quite sure what they're planning with this Lux pick right now. I think it's double binding. They just want to catch people off guard and play off of that.
Or like throw in that pulp damage.
I think when it comes to engagements, both teams have really good engagements,
Mhm.
but I think it's actually an advantage for INHS when it comes to making the
Yes, I agree.
pickings.
I agree.
They have the Lux and the Morgana to pick people off when there's no vision in the map, but in order to make that happen, you need to like get the leads and of course establish vision first, because if you don't do that, you will be losing out on these pick-off matchup.
I agree.
But on full-on 5v5s, it's quite difficult to face the Aatrox, to be honest. There's just so much sustain with the rework of his ultimate, and that's gonna be a factor in this game. And Nico as well, really legit strong champion. So
We'll see.
we'll see.
And this will be round 2 of Tamaro's INHS versus Anti-Pro, and it actually gets me
I hope
excited.
we get to game 3. I want as much as
I
games
would
as
want-
possible right now.
Indeed, I agree.
But if it's a 2-0, it's gonna be one of the most surprising games for today. But anyways, Liceo de Cagayan University with 1 game off their belt right now, on poise to get to the next round. But hopefully, Amaros just works harder,
Steps up,
especially Liusayo, because all eyes are on Liusayo. And like you're the team carrier right now, and you're the star player of this team. You have your backup Danny, who bails you out on the later stages of the game, so you need to feed as much resources into Danny so that he could get to these points where he could just absolutely carry the game. So we'll be loading into the Rift right now.
So, what do you think the win conditions of INHS and the Anti-Pro?
As we load into the Rift, let's discuss this.
So, we'll be back after.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go?
Welcome,
And now we're
ladies.
back to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we're about to see level 1 fight right over here. Because both teams are hovering on the river right now. Considering there's a Morgana and a Lux, guaranteed first blood will definitely go for INHS here. If anybody tries to go any ballsy plays right now.
But we'll see, we'll see.
Interesting. And they're not gonna risk it.
Of course.
I don't want to face check Morgana and the Lux. It's just
You don't want that because
it's like
the
a
bind
six-
of both of them.
6-second stun or something.
We see the Unicorn Hacker, one of my favorite skins. I really like that skin.
Yeah, we're pro LGBT, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
yes, we are pro LGBT.
Everybody has their rights to how they want to define themselves. So, anyways, you can see that both junglers are gonna start red once again, and this is legit gonna be probably gonna be what do you call this, vertical jungling, because both junglers are gonna start off at the same buffs, red buffs. So one's gonna go bottom side and one's probably gonna go back towards top side right over here.
So we'll have a ooh.
Cheeky Q right there.
I really want to see how Demon
Ooh,
Demon
nice
Kite
root right over there.
go against this Kai'Sa.
I also wanna food for thought, by the way, for most players, is that if you land multiple, even just one on one minion, if it passes through one minion, your Q with the your bind with the
An
Nico
AoE.
with the Nico, it actually extends the bind from 1.5 seconds to 3 seconds. So that's
Whoa,
legit really strong.
really?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's really legit in lane on the
Okay.
top side of the map. Because it set up skills really well. But 3 stacks right over here onto the Morgana. The Ignite
And the
actually
Rek'Sai.
goes in, and the Flash is forced onto Sanity.
I thought Rek'Sai was there.
But the HP right now, that's actually a good trade overall for both sides. Because even though Sanity loses both summoners, it knocks the Nico off. The Nico's HP is so low that Danny could play really aggressive at this point, as we see a good trade here by the Aatrox, chunking out the Lux. And now Danny's actually in poise to do so much pressure at this point. But we see both junglers on the top side of the map. They're probably gonna contest this Rift Scuttler right now. And it's probably gonna be 2v1 because the Malphite is hiding on the top side of the map right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
a little bit of
Ornn
action.
Ornn is not on a good position to come back on that, because Ornn is actually pushed in on his turret. But yeah, that's definitely a free Rift Scuttler for the Hecarim, for the Rek'Sai over there, and Hecarim goes bottom side of the map. But anyways, there is a bit of an advantage for the side of INHS on that. Because yeah, there's a small trader on the top side of the map right now. But anyways, when we were off map, oh wait, what is happening right over here? Marsh is just getting absolutely wrecked right now, and he gets forced to flash. Right now, that was a good play by Marsh by pushing in the Ornn right there, so that Rek'Sai gets the double
buff.
double scuttle. Gets the scuttle on the top side, and he also gets the scuttle on the bottom side of the map. As you can see, it's at 24 to 21 CS right now, so the XP advantage is definitely on the Rek'Sai. Good, black shield there. But anyways, as we were talking about, Rek'Sai is actually pathing towards the bottom side of the map. Since these minions are pushing in with this cannon creep, there is
Without
still
vision.
flash on both these bottom laners, but they back off. Really good control of themselves right there. As Leo Sayo's just looking for
And
opportunities.
a bit of a gank on the bottom, but I think it was a failed gank by the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, Leo Sayo's just trying to looking for an opportunity right now. It's a clutch time, and he has to make something happen.
I agree.
In the meantime, Aatrox gonna get these Raptors on the red side jungle, and goes back into lane, giving him an XP advantage onto the Lux. So Liseo's still really prepared right now. Like their macro game and their drafts.
I agree. I think Anti-Pro really studied their enemies. Their lineup is good as well.
They must have just been practicing really hard before coming into this game, as the Ethereal chains actually landed there, and but there was no follow-up by the Aatrox. So yeah, because of that, he's level 6 first. Pushing this turret in means that he could start roaming, but right now there's no
Action
going on right now.
But
Only the top side of the map.
that Malphite is getting pushed off.
This is legit good what do you call this? Adjustment for here comes the Rek'Sai actually. There's a small trigger on the top side, but there is no
Gets
Ornn
the
still
first
gets the kill though.
blood.
He gets the reply kill off of that, but Rek'Sai
A double kill!
double kill! My goodness.
That tankiness of that Ornn.
Yeah, I think what got the kill over there was actually the minions. The minions has actually been buffed by having 16 auto attack damage each, and it was just enough to take down Lisayo.
I think they did not expect that Ornn was a bit tanky that much, and they wouldn't able to dish out enough damage.
Because of that,
They get the double
now
kill.
gonna get this red buff. Try to steal this red buff right now from Lisayo. Even with Lisayo getting a good start with the
double rip.
scuttle, yeah, the double rip scuttler.
But
Is still behind now because of that
the double kill.
the double kill right there from the Ornn. Like that's tempo disadvantage because of that play, and because this red buff is. Oh no! Hecarim didn't actually get the red buff. It's left it for Lisayo. So a small respite right over there, but that can't happen. Like you're on your last legs right now. You can't afford another use. So you have to be really smart with your ganks right here. That was actually, in paper, or in theory, that was a good gank, but they weren't considering the idea of the HP that Malphite was actually lower in HP. And the minion advantage right there was enough to turn the tides of the exchange.
All was Ornn got to do was just breathe fire and
Breathe fire
the minion
and
was
let the
just
minions
there.
do their work. Exactly. Just it's small micro things like these that make the biggest changes. Right now it's a really balanced spot here on the bottom side of the map. Both
Good kiting.
teams just doing really well right now.
Good kitings from both teams in the bottom.
Yeah, Sanity is actually playing better Morgana compared to Neil last game.
Neil was just going in.
Was it? But anyways, I see the Hecarim pathing towards the bottom side of the map, but there is a turret.
But that bind!
But the bind actually connects, and here comes the Pop Blossom. But Kaisa actually uses the Killer Instinct out, flashes off, and now here comes the reply by Lisayo. Both the jungler and the support are really low right now, and this is definitely a good exchange. But the Aatrox uses his ultimate to close the gap, and that's double kill for Lisayo. Demon Kite gets the kill on Sayo as well. That's the double kill for this.
Will it make it?
Oh my goodness, he gets another kill as well. But now, this is a very bad spot for Light Dragon, and he's trying to make the most out of this. But there's just no way to get the kill off of this right now. The binding actually connects, and the good night, Light Dragon, I think.
But
oh my goodness! There is the response from this. Oh, the bind also connects. This is so legit.
Oh!
Kill as well.
That was good. That was so good. He hit it with the tip of the blade of the Aatrox.
Very good juggling there from Lisayo. You don't see juggling like this on baby teams like or like LCL teams like this.
I agree. That was crazy. That micro thing that he did was so amazing.
This is such a bad position right now for INHS because 3 people are 2-0 right now, and the Nico has so much bounty on him. So does the Aatrox just going.
As you can see, Nico now has Blade of the Ruined King,
which is gonna shred absolutely anybody.
and the Aatrox now has a Black Cleaver.
Here comes an exchange on the top side of the map. The Horn actually gets the knockup right over there, the flash, but he doesn't even need the hit, and now it's...
What is happening?
3-0.
INHS.
INHS, you are one of our top teams. We were looking forward to how well you were going to play this, and now they're actually getting absolutely destroyed by
Anti-Pro is kinda living up to
their
its
name
name.
right now because there are 2 pro players in INHS and they're being anti-pro'd by anti-pro themselves.
They are now getting wrecked. I just can't believe what is happening
This
right
is interesting
now.
as well. Danny actually bought the. Is he going for the Manamune? Because yeah, he goes for the 9. I mean, he's at this point. If you get the Manamune, you're really pushing towards the later stages of the game. If you do get the
All that damage.
oh my
From
goodness!
the
Wow,
Aatrox.
3 Qs chunks out 1/3 of his HP, maybe like 2/3 probably.
That was crazy.
And Ornrit
And
was
then
absolutely destroying
Lux
this
can't
Malphite.
do anything.
Especially on the top side as well. It's just
Like all lanes are getting smashed right now by the ATP.
the only bright side for INHS right now is their 2-2 red side, but he needs to. They need to slow down this game because this is legit just being really difficult right now for INHS. They need to slow down and let the Kaisa get to stages where he could just absolutely carry this
Dish
game.
out all that damage.
Because that's, I really have to say, if you compare the later stages of the game, Kaisa deals more damage than
I agree.
than
More than Nico.
the Nico. And especially since Kaisa's passive deals maximum. Oh wait, hold that thought. Leosai is actually hovering here on the bottom side of the map. That was actually the gap closer from the Or. He goes in. He has no way out. He uses the flash, but there goes the unstoppable force. And now the ultimate from
They will take down.
Leosai executes the kill. Here comes the pop bosom
But-
catching the Morgana on the bottom side of the map. There's a return kill on the bottom side of the map. And that is 1 for 1.
And
Here
the
comes the
Rift
Rift Herald as well. This is 3 plates. This is definitely a free turret on the bottom side
Bottom
of
side.
the map. Just good.
And we see
answers.
Aatrox on the top lane.
Oh, here comes Aatrox actually
boy,
trying
you
to...
should all run!
This is
Big
legit.
Daddy's here!
Big Daddy's here, 202, and here his ultimate actually spawns up.
But he
Just
deals
doing
so much damage!
so much damage on this Malphite
Just
right
ripping
now.
apart this Malphite,
That's
and now
1
you're
kill.
next!
Sayo gets
Double kill.
top when using his tunnel, and now this is 2 turrets from the Sayo on the bottom side of the map. What is going on? right now?
INHS is getting wrecked by ATP.
24,000 to
A
19,000.
10 to 3 on kills and 2 towers down.
This is scary because, as I keep saying, I mean, the rework from the Aatrox is just legit really strong.
I
Oh
know.
boy, here comes the Vine.
Oh,
getting
the Vine!
And this is a
She
sure
will go
kill.
down.
That was
She will go
overkill.
He ulted, he ulted that
He
long.
needs to use the onslaught
No,
of
he
shadows
doesn't
there.
want, but he did.
Oh, Kaisa on a really ballsy position right now. He has the killer instinct to go in. Is he gonna try for this? No, he is not. Oh no, the bleeding is really legit right now for INHS. They need to slow down these games.
Towers going down left and right.
They need to keep track of the Aatrox right now because he's the one who's roaming and making the plays right now on the map. He's 5-0-2, and look at his item. A Black Weaver, and is probably on his way for something like a... Oh, hold that up. There's a player on the top side of the map.
Another kill. A very bad position again from Horn. That's 2 in a row now.
Aatrox right now is 5-0-2, and Rek'Sai is 4-3, so Rek'Sai needs to like keep up this plays that he's
Do
making.
more plays, right?
And they need to play on the top side of the map because that's probably where they're gonna come back in this game. Looking at everything that's been happening lately, all their kills have been coming from there, from the top side. Like 2 of their kills went from there, and the small exchange on the bottom side of the map was the other 2. But they still got the short end of the stick on that one, so they need to play onto the mid lane or the top lane because they're just bleeding out in the mid lane right now.
And the Aatrox is just dealing so much damage. He's in the point now where he deals so much damage.
You can probably even 1v3 if you ask
I
me.
I agree because all they're still squishy, the INHS.
And if you know Aatrox is really bad when he starts building his what do you call this? Death's Dance this early into the game. Look at this. He's already got that Caulfield's Warhammer. He's only a few gold away from probably getting the saved here by the supports. But
You just see this
out
block.
much vision, that's actually a good control of yourselves to back off from that. Because the Orm was actually right there hovering with the Hecker.
Steal on the blue buff.
This has actually been really annoying because
Because
The
of
bindings
his
have been
Yoshi's
connecting.
first skill.
Yeah, the bindings have been connecting really well.
Now,
Uh,
we're gonna see a big team fight coming here.
Anti-Pro's actually gonna try to get this Infernal Drake, and INHS is really on the back end of this, so they back off of this. Malphite is in a bad position
right now.
He's actually getting caught in a rock between a hard place.
5v1.
That's 3 people knocked up. But look at the wombo combo from Anti-Pro. They're gonna go all in on this. Leo Sayo's doing his damnedest to return the
INHS
kills,
is
but
getting-
they're not getting any kills at all. Only Danny gets their 5 kill. That's just 1 for 4. But he
down
gets
as
taken
well.
down as well. Triple kill for this Aatrox. That's a godlike
Ace.
Aatrox and Ace.
15 minutes in the game, they're in a really bad spot. That bad teleport from Malphite was costed that team
Yeah,
fight.
he was in a very bad position right there, and it's just absolutely. They shouldn't have forced that.
Indeed, I agree.
That was so unnecessary.
Because all of them are clumped up in one position, and Hecarim was just he just used his ult, and everything went on in chaos.
I agree that the
And,
Morgana and the
INHS
Malphite
side.
combination would be a very devastating thing, but the Pop Blossom from the Nico will just absolutely root anybody that it hits. So if Leo Sayo, Marsh, and the Sanity actually goes in, they'll just get caught by the Pop Blossom.
Plus the ult of the Hecarim.
Yeah, just get comboed by a
I
knock-up
agree.
from this. As I said,
Even
the
if-
wombo combo from Anti-Pro was legit.
Even though the Malphite caught almost everyone on that unstoppable
Yeah, I
force,
guess it was
they,
3.
they couldn't just they still couldn't keep up with the damage that Aatrox was dealing.
Exactly, and now they're in a world of pain right
Plus
now.
also the Lux is a bit under item.
Yeah, this has been the downside.
17 minutes in the game.
Oh, actually, Nico gets caught right over here. He uses his invisibility right there. He catches one person with
Ooh, a
his
good evade
root,
from
but the good
Rek'Sai.
evade from Rek'Sai using his ultimate right over there. But Nico actually turning the tides onto the Rek'Sai
And we see
with
Hecarim.
the disrespect there. Thumbs up, bro. And now,
Lux is really getting.
that has been the downside for INHS this whole series, is their mid lane. Like, mid lane has been legit destroyed
I
throughout
agree.
these 2 games. The Rise last game was godlike,
And
or
now-
legendary actually,
and
against it.
now,
And now it's the
the
same
Aatrox.
story right now. He's still 0 kills.
0-3. And the Aatrox is now 8-0.
My
A
goodness.
very INHS is in a really bad spot right now.
And they need to keep feeding Danny because Danny's their
Bread and butter.
only way to get back into this game. Look at this. He's so
They're just waiting. Oh
boy.
boy, here it comes.
If he's gonna try to get this, oh my goodness, Leo.
Everyone just backing away from Aatrox right now.
If Danny's gonna try to get this, oh no,
Oh no! Bye bye.
poor Danny.
Oh, a really bad position there. So, Kaiza.
My goodness, this is just absolute slaughter right now. Anti-Pro is just
Showing
popping
how powerful
off right now.
they are. Oh, you can evade that. That's good.
Yeah, you can. But anyways, they're trying to without the Baron buff, it's really hard to like finish off your opponents. So right now, all they're doing is just establishing vision and trying to chunk up these turrets, waiting for the Baron buff so that they could finally finish this series.
10k gold lead and 12 kill lead. It hurt.
Before 20 minutes. Oh, actually, here comes the Bork, but Malphite actually goes in on that. And now here comes the Pop Blossom from the Nico. That gets blocked.
But the Aatrox coming from behind, and
Everybody just goes in on this.
now they're all dying.
My goodness. This is really
INHS
Slaughter.
is getting slaughtered by AT right now. Tower is going down on INHS's side as well. 15 kill lead. This is really sad to watch.
I was not
one
expecting
of the
this.
most powerful teams.
Yeah, one of the
in this
most
win is
well
getting
anticipated teams. to be
slaughtered
honest. Because Leo Sayo
by
is
ATP. Oh.
is considered as one of the best junglers in Ilo, and to watch him trying his damnedest to carry his team, but it's just a one-man army right now going up against An entire army of anti-pros. dude.
Anti-pros. Really living up to the name.
Especially
Such-
White Dragon right now is playing MVP material right now. Like, he's legit just soloing 1v5 right now
I
in these
agree,
team
I
fights.
agree. He can really do a 1v5 right now because almost everyone in INHS is under item.
Exactly right now, and it's just.
It's a bit very painful to watch.
I mean, Danny's already got his Gensu's Rage Blade, so that's a very good sign of life. But he still needs so much more in order to even just heal. Oh boy, he uses the Unstoppable Force right there to get away. But
the Ornn was there,
the Ornn is still
waiting for him
It's actually
in the bush.
Coco's right now trying to go in on this, but the Killer Instinct secures the kill there for Danny. Oh my goodness, Mars just gets caught in a rock. In a rock in a hard place. No pun intended.
A literal
Pun intended
Malphite
there.
dialogue right
But
there.
oh, the Baron's up right now. They could really force this even. Oh, the flash actually from the Nico catches,
Misses his
Lux.
light binding.
and there goes the back shield, but it's not all for nothing. It still goes down.
Rek'Sai is just
the ultimate,
standing there, thinking
Danny's
what to do,
just
and now
trying his damnedness to survive this.
Bye-bye.
He's dealing so much damage, but with the kill, the revive is actually guaranteed right now for the Aatrox. The pure internal change
One
plan
by
and
one.
gets the kill.
they go down. This Aatrox is just unstoppable.
12-0.
12-0. And now they can take the Baron buff.
One thing that INHS needs to do right now is get something to stop the healing from this Aatrox, because he's got the healing from his passive, his ultimate, and the that's what makes him so broken.
Free Baron right here.
So
Oh,
what he needs, what INHS needs right now, is just free Baron. What INHS needs is to stop the healings right now. There's so much sustain for the side of Liseo. The healing from the Hecarim's W and the Conqueror is legit broken. It's also legit broken with the healing from Aatrox. And there's also the Warp from this Nico. So there's so much self-healing that an Executioner's Calling or a Morello Nomicon could actually help them deal a bit of damage, because
it stops
no matter how much damage you have, if they just sustain,
heals it.
yeah, heal it back, it's gonna be useless anyways. So it's
Would've
cost
been-
efficient to get something that negates all that.
Would have been good if the Lux was the one who got that item.
Morello Nomicon, or even Danny. He could just, it's 800 gold. Like, Executioner's Calling is one of the most cost efficient items in the game. Getting that for 800 gold and doing as much damage that it could help with, it's just absolutely
Crazy.
needed right now. A necessity for the team, but they're not doing it at all. The Mana Mune is finally now complete for Danny, but
Danny.
how can you come back from this, because his stage is so far away right now. It's a 13,000 gold lead, 23 minutes into the game, and Baron's up.
Malphite's is 0-6, the Lux is 0-5, and the Morgana as well. A very hard
And it's
thing to come
near
back from.
impossible to clear these waves with the amount of items that Lux has. I could really sense that there's going to be a big fight.
And I really think that they should not go for it. NHS should not go for
Or
it.
they could try, because I mean, like, there's this idea in League of Legends that you either bleed out until you lose, or you just do the 50-50 and if gamble it, you know.
I agree.
If you get that 50-50 win, at least you get back into the game, and but slowly bleeding out just guarantees your loss, right? So let's see what happens here, as nobody wants to get
Near that Aatrox.
near this Aatrox right now.
He also has Guardian Angel as well.
So that's 2 revives right now with all that healing as well. This is legit so scary.
You get hit by that Aatrox, you're dead. I swear to God. He hurts so much. Like, he can actually do a literal 1v5 and take you all on.
Exactly. Right now, he's so scary. Look at all these damage right now. 4.
Nico is just throwing her first skill.
Inhibitors down on the bottom side of the map. Now they're trying to make a player on the bottom side of the map. That's actually the knockoff and the killer instinct by the Kaisa. And now they're gonna try to get the kill on this
Orn,
but
but apparently they're
the
cowards.
yeah, the turret on the top side of the map is actually getting pushed in, and here comes the Eternal Chains by the Aatrox. The Unstoppable Force uses to get away from that. Here comes Morgana using her ultimate to try and make the most out of this. But actually, Nico
taking
gets
down Nico.
caught right over there, and now it's a bloodbath for both these teams. But nobody's touching this. Aatrox right now just popping
Just-
off, and Danny's actually doing his damnness to carry his team back into this game. Leo Sayo's actually on the backside of this team fight right now. He's trying to survive, but Danny is doing all his damnness. He's
crazy.
doing so much damage right now, and even Dragonlight is actually getting chipped off by this Kaisa right now. He's just untouched throughout this team fight. The positioning is unbelievable
a
from
mess
this.
from
From Danny right now, and she gets the shutdown gold
Finally
out of that.
taking down.
That's 1,000 gold, and Danny is now 5 and 4. Could this be the comeback? But they
But
all their
all of their
inhibitors
towers and
are
inhibitors are down.
This is legit gonna be very
Is it
difficult.
worth it? Was that worth it though?
As I said though, you have to do the 50-50 play or you're just gonna bleed out. But right now, they did the 50-50 play. Actually get a good outcome off of that. But they still bled so much of that because they lost every single inhibitor, and now 2 super minions are gonna spawn on every single side of the map. The pressure is on. INHS, if you win this, you will mark yourself as one of the biggest comebacks probably
Indeed, I
in
agree.
VisMin history. But that we're looking way past that. But right now,
really long Hail Mary pass.
exactly. But right now, it's 262 CS from Danny right now. He's finished his Nasher's Tooth as well. So legit, he's got so much damage right now with the Ginsus and the Nasher's Tooth. He's gonna shred tanks. I think he even has a chance to damage the Aatrox. But as I keep saying,
The
build.
revive of the Aatrox.
They need to build something to stop these heals, and they need Grievous Wounds as much as possible. Danny could have dealt even more damage there if he had the. Here comes the Unstoppable Force. They're trying to take down Anti-Pro right over here, but that was actually pretty bad because it's actually Demon Kite who actually gets away from that, and now he's gonna get into a very good position, gets the triple kill on this team, and now it's just 2 versus 3. It's actually Danny against the world right now. Can he make the impossible happen right over here with all these super minions going into the turret, to the base? He flashes out of the position right over there, and he's hiding for his life, but he gets taken out by this Orn, and this is the end.
GG for
We
INHS.
see an
Wow.
unbelievable. It's just an unbelievable surprise for.
I agree. We were looking
Sale.
forward for INHS to win this one, but apparently ATP proved superior and lived up to their name as anti-pros.
Yeah, I want to point out that I'm just stunned right now because the way that INHS lost is not like a closed match. It's
It
not even
wasn't.
close. They got
wasn't.
absolutely destroyed. And
I agree.
let's talk about INHS. Danny and Leo Sayo is actually pro players. They're part of ISC Pro Team before, and they're in Brand Esports right now. But even with 2 pro players, you still lose to an
Anti-pro.
anti-pro who's a collegiate team, which just shows how much of a dark horse this team is.
I
And I'm
agree.
really looking forward to see anti-pro play even more. These guys have absolutely impressed me, and
I agree.
you guys
the
just
crazy,
have
the crazy.
so much potential. This team has so much potential, and I would
Especially
love to see
their
them.
mid and their jungle. Their jungle is making plays one by one, and it just crazy destroyed INHS.
Yeah, White Dragon is probably the MVP of the series of this game,
Especially,
and I would love to see him play with someone like Kanji. To be honest,
I wanna see that.
I want to
as
see a
well.
matchup like that. That would be very, very hype.
I hope they do face off against St. Roberts. And it
Yeah.
would be really crazy.
It would be
And
really
we'll
crazy.
see if the anti-pro will reign superior and stop the unstoppable force that is St. Roberts.
But anyways, that concludes our game for today. For our first series for today, we have Anti-Pro Liceo de Cagayan University actually moving up the ladder against Tamaraos INHS, and now they're gonna wait for the matchup, the winner between St. Roberts Miracles.
versus West Visayas State University Kuchiwa.
Yeah, and could Gucciwap actually make a miracle,
miracle!
happen on St. Roberts? Because
Like what Anti-Pro did.
yeah,
right?
can they make the comeback happen, or can they make a miracle happen? Because right now,
They're facing up against one of the strongest teams here in VisMin Regionals.
yeah, I mean, in MSI, EU won. I mean, like, the Titans were IG and SKT. So I think it's a year of underdogs right now. Like, it's happening
I would
even
want
in
to see
Elo.
that. I mean, yes, St. Roberts is the strongest team, but I mean,
Anything can
INHS
happen.
was as well one of the strongest, but they proved us wrong.
Yeah, so anything can happen. at this
Anything can
point.
happen
if
right
that
now.
can happen, I think this can happen as well. So
I hope West Visayas give us a really, really good fight against St. Roberts.
So we'll be back with our next matchup between Gucci Wap and Miracles later. So stay tuned, everybody. We're not done just yet. We still have one more best of 3.
So yeah. I'm Jason.
And I'm Lunik, and we're your casters for EA.